loves a woman. Something about it got through to him. Something about his having a responsibility to make sure she knew he loved her. They'd gotten so polarized, he saw, that he'd overlooked the possibility that she was unloving because he was unloving. Steve spent that night and all weekend trying to show Lynn he loved her. It wasn't until Sunday that it got through to her. Then she just melted. Her old sweetness came back. It was suddenly clear to Steve how easily they could overcome the problems that had been making him think of leaving. Steve decided to put all his thoughts of leaving out of his mind. Good news. It's terribly frustrating to be able to do nothing but wait passively for signs like these. Fortunately, new hope is now entirely realistic for you. That's why I've written this book. You can find answers to the questions most important to you. Whether the two of you really do fit together or not. Whether the things that bother you will get better or worse. How you'll feel if they do get better and if they don't. Whether you can improve the relationship on your own or with the best of therapists. What you'll find if you leave and whether it'll be better or worse than what you have now. How to balance the responsibility you have to yourself and to the people you care about. No matter how hard it's been for you to decide, now you can find out the truth about your relationship one way or the other, the whole truth, your own truth, the ultimate reality at the heart of everything truth. Now you can achieve the clarity that will enable you to feel confident making one of the most important choices of your life. But finding clarity depends on whether you actually want to find clarity in the first place, or whether the most comfortable place for you is staying up in the air the way you've been. Your relationship is either too good to leave or too bad to stay in, but it can't be both. So there are definite answers for you here, but if you really don't want to come to a decision, you'll find that out as well. But what about love? We'll talk a lot about love here. The clarity you'll reach will also help you see how real your love is and how strong. Love, which made everything so definite at the beginning, now makes everything more complicated. Sometimes things are terrible, but your love still seems strong. And then what do you do about love? Sometimes things aren't so bad, but there's little love left to hold them together. And then, what does love mean for you? I just want to assure you that as you see what's right for you to do, you'll be able to put love into perspective among all the other things you care about. The happiness that lies ahead. My mission is to do two things. First, it's to share with you the experiences of people who've wrestled with the issues you're wrestling with and come out on the other side, and to report what they've discovered. For example, think about something that bothers you about your partner, that strongly weighs on the side of your leaving. Wouldn't you want to know how other people bothered by that felt once they left? You'll find that out here. And if something else pointed to a basic strength in a relationship that made people happy they stayed, you'd want to know that too, and you will. And if yet another issue you've been stewing over really turned out not to make too big a difference one way or the other, you'd want to know that as well so you could stop stewing over it, and you will. Second, my mission is to help you rediscover the value of your own experience. I'm not going to pull a rabbit out of a hat that has nothing to do with what you felt and seen about your partner and your relationship. Just the opposite. We'll keep returning to the basics of your own experience. The problem isn't that you don't know what's going on, it's that you've had trouble sorting it all out. The choice you discover will be one you feel good about after you make it, and better about as time goes by. It will be a choice that leaves you free of regret, which is exactly what you were looking for in the first place. Trapped in limbo. If you've suspected that it's not good for you to stay up in the air, you're right. Staying ambivalent, in fact, can cause tremendous damage. Being stuck like this can end up killing you emotionally if you stay when you should be getting out. And it can end up killing your relationship if you keep thinking about leaving when it could be fixed if only you'd put the energy into it. You can end up being deprived of joy and of freedom, of intimacy and of hope. And it's not as if waiting around is going to show you what's best for you. Ambivalence doesn't produce real answers. It's just a dangerous trap. Doing the limbo. Dee, a 29-year-old buyer, had lived with Keith for 4 years. There were good things about the relationship, like their strong sexual chemistry, but Dee was never really happy. They kept fighting about many things, like what